So good evening, everybody, guys. I'm so excited to be back here with you today. As you know, we've been covering good ground on eating to live and not to die. Welcome to Nutrition 101 with your health coach, Sherelle Brown. I'm so excited that you guys have decided to tune in as we give you knowledge, information, motivation, and education to help you along your journey. Like we always say, on Judgment Day, when the question is asked, you will not be able to deny that you did not have access to the knowledge for you to be able to apply it so that you can enjoy a healthy, happy, long life. And that's what eating to live and not to die is about. That's what the war against obesity is about, because we understand that it is the plan of the enemy to cut your life short, and we want to see you fulfill purpose. We want to see you fulfill destiny. And as a result, we are providing you with the tools and the insight that you need so that you'll be able to strengthen the body, the vehicle that you have that takes you to your destination. Hello, somebody. So we're going to get right into our topic this evening, and today we're going to be talking about meal planning. Now, ladies, you know, in the war against obesity, every Saturday or Sunday we allocate the weekend as our time to meal plan. Why? Because normally that is the day that you have the most time where you can sit down, where you can think, where you can take in consideration all of the factors that surround you as a woman, as a mother, as a wife. What does my husband like? What he does not like? What does my kids like? And what is ultimately my goal for adjusting the way that I'm eating, whether it's to lose weight, whether it's to increase longevity, whether it's to get rid of diabetes or control your cholesterol. Meal planning is definitely going to be a big key to your success. And so, guys, we're going to jump right in today talking about meal planning. We're going to give you some of the benefits of it, and we're going to give you a nice structure that you can use at home. And if you follow this structure, we're guaranteeing you should see success. Listen, please share your testimonies with me. As a result, you can inbox them or leave them in the comments below. That is what keeps me going, because I understand if we all share what we have, someone else is going to be blessed. So let's get right on it. See, guys, I have my cup, my handy dandy cup. Listen, messy hair and don't care, guys. Y'all know I gotta have my hair taken care of by somebody else. And of course, I have my very sidekick, the Blueprint to Weight Loss. Guys, if you have not gotten your copy as yet, this is my story, my testimony, and it's an interactive guide just for you. So you can go ahead and jot down your notes. What do you weigh now? What is your goal? This is your blueprint, your marker in the ground. It has sample meal plans, even recipe items that you can use in your health and wellness journey. And so go ahead and you can pick up a copy of that on Amazon, or you can check out my email address, my website, www.sherellbrown.com. And so on to meal planning. So list some of the benefits of meal planning. Now, of course, one of the benefits of meal planning is eating healthier. That is one of the key purposes people even sit down to consider meal planning. One of the other benefits is time saving. Yes, you will sit down once a week and allocate a certain amount of time so that for the rest of the week you don't have to think about, God, what am I going to cook? What is my family going to eat? And we're not going to be running out to the food store, the grocery store 2 or 3 times a week. Why? Because we plan. There's an old saying that says when you plan to succeed, listen, you don't fail. And if you fail to plan, what happens? You're not going to succeed. And so one of the other benefits is it's friendly to your budget. How many times as mothers, as wives, we go to the food store and we carry the kids or we carry our husbands and we go in the food store knowing that we need to feed our family, but we don't go in with a plan. And when we don't go in with a plan, we come out with a whole lot more other stuff than we bargained for. Hello, somebody. I know I'm talking to somebody today. And so that's another benefit of meal planning. You will not have that issue anymore. You would have already pre-prepared for your trip to the grocery store. And so when you get there, you would already have in your mind what you are going to purchase, and you're going to stick with that plan. That's what I'm talking about. And so one of the other benefits we're going to be talking about is it's time efficient. We mentioned that earlier. You're not going to be wasting time during the week sitting down considering what are you going to plan. No, you already did that. You're not going to take 2 hours in the food store walking through each aisle, looking at each product, determining if you need that. No, we would already done that by assessing what we have home in our pantries, by documenting the meals that we're going to prepare, and then writing the items that we need to execute. Hello, somebody. That's what we'll be talking about. It's called the blueprint, and that's what we're giving you, that structure, that sound foundation that you need to achieve the goals that you are setting for your life. And so how are we going to gather our recipes? Now, some tips for you in terms of gathering recipes, the old school way: use your recipe books, go to libraries, magazines, find things that are appropriate for the goals that you're setting for yourself, and then execute. One of the other ways that you can find recipes, YouTube. Listen, I love YouTube. When we start to change our mindset and start to change our diet, one of the first things we realize is, oh my God, I don't know what to cook, because we've been doing things the wrong way for so long, or the way that we've been taught. And now, as a result of doing things that way, we are suffering and feeling the pinch in our bodies. And so to make this change, you have to learn some new habits. We had to learn the habits that caused the problem. And so now you have to relearn some new habits. And so one of the last two places that you can visit in terms of locating recipes is Google. Listen, Google, ask Google. Google is my friend. If you have a question, what can I do with sweet pepper? What can I do with sweet potato? What can I make with this? Or if you only have 5 ingredients, sweet potato, onion, garlic, peppers, type those things in Google, and Google will generate recipe ideas from you with what's in your house, what's in your pantry, without even making a trip to the food store. You would be surprised what you can create. Just ask Google. And one of the last places you can check on our list today is Pinterest. Persons who've created meals and have recipes ideas. Listen, Pinterest is loaded with some good stuff. Do not neglect Pinterest. Don't sleep on these tools. These are resources that are absolutely free and available for you to aid you in your success. And so how do we select the meals? Okay, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. So first of all, only you know the purpose that you would have started your health and wellness journey. Only you know the purpose why you need to change your nutrition, why you decided to eat to live and not to die. And so based on that purpose, you would then create your meal plan. You will then set your goals. And so some of the purposes are for weight loss. A lot of persons change their eating habits because they want to lose weight. Some persons realize that they're feeling tired and sluggish, and so they want to detox their bodies. Guys, we're on our 21-day detox, and if you've not gotten your detox tea, guys, listen, inbox me. We're getting rid of those parasites. We are seeing the stomachs disappear. Listen, if you want to be a part of the flat belly crew, you are in the right place. And then one of the other reasons is diabetes, hypertension, sicknesses, and disease. And so a lot of people decide to change their nutrition, change their eating habits, change their lifestyle because they're being plagued with these things. And we know that people's lives are being cut short. We know that people are losing mothers and husbands, brothers and sisters through sicknesses and diseases that could have been prevented. People can identify weapons a mile away. If you see a gun, you know to run. If you see a knife, you know that's danger. But some people see a fork and don't realize they're even killing themselves. And that is what this is about. That is what the blueprint to weight loss is about. That is what the war against obesity is about. Educating you, giving you the tools that you need to ultimately succeed. And so I'm going to give you we're not going to be much longer, so I'm going to give you some of the staple things that you need to ensure that you create a well-rounded one meal plan, a well-rounded plate, to ensure that you have all 3 of the categories needed for you to have a complete meal, so that your body no longer feels as if it's in starvation mode, because that's what's been happening, guys. We've been depriving our bodies of food, saying we're losing weight, saying we detoxing, saying we're doing all kind of things, and your body been giving you signals saying, listen, I'm hungry. Why? Because you're eating, but you're not feeding and fueling your body with the necessary nutrients that you need to achieve the results that you desire. And so every meal must have proteins. And so your proteins would be your meats, your fish, your legumes like beans. And so a starchy vegetable like potatoes, cassava, and a non-starchy vegetables like barley and oatmeal. These are complex carbs, brown rice. And so these are just tips for you as you prepare and plan your meals going ahead. Your proteins, one way to remember about portion size. Portion size is key in meal planning. Let's talk. Protein needs to be able to fit in the palm of your hands. Your carbohydrates like yams, grains, starchy veggies, and they are sizes. Those sizes you can look at the size of your palm. Same thing. And so teaspoon is your thumb. And so these are just some measurements for you, some guides for you as you go along in your journey with meal planning. So sometimes we don't have a measuring spoon. Sometimes you're out and you can't judge, you can't gauge what you need to be doing and how you need to be doing. Just think about your hand. And so your protein should not be bigger than your palm. Your complex starch is not be bigger than your fist, which is your carbs like your yams, your barley, and anything else. And anything else outside of that, like your dressings for your salads and seasoning, if you're going to use them, think about the thumb, not bigger than your thumb. And so making the list, let's get to the exciting part. Making the list, you can make a list on your phone. You can make the list on your book. You can make the list based on the meal. And so there are different ways that you can actually make this list. And so if you decide to use your book or your phone, you would simply select your recipes. And so if you selected 4 recipes or 5 recipes for the week, you would then write down all the ingredients of the recipes. You can break them up into categories: fruits, vegetables, carbohydrates, proteins, and you can write that list. And once once you have that list on a pen and paper with a book or your cell phone, you then take that list and you take a trip to the food store, and then you only select what's on that list. Guys, there you have it. And so when you get to the food store, what is the benefit? Now, what some persons are not realizing is that in today's society with modern technology, you have the privilege of even calling ahead or emailing them ahead. They would select your grocery for you. You can even purchase online. Some places deliver. Come on, somebody, let's take advantage of these benefits. Meal planning does help you save time. It does help you save money. And so those are options for you. But that brings us to the end of our video. I hope these tips will help you. If you have any further questions, please feel free and don't hesitate to inbox me. I'm looking forward to hearing you. If you're not a part of our Facebook community, become a part of our Facebook community, the War Against Obesity, the cause. And we look forward to seeing you in our next video right here with Sherelle. Thank you for being a part of Nutrition 101, and we'll see you guys later.